hockey fans, for the very last time, I stand this season at Magnus Arena recapping what was a phenomenal year for the Denver Pioneers, a national championship, the ninth in program history. And, I thought who better to visit with than the guy that came into this, the first guy on campus this summer to start doing his conditioning, the last guy to score a goal for the national champion Denver Pioneers, Cam Wright. So when I started working on this story, I said, guess what? This is a perfect fit because the Pioneers and head coach David Carl pushed all the right buttons, if you'll pardon the pun, and nothing was more important than the bringing in of Cam Wright, who was a stabilizing feature, scored some big goals, but more importantly was the type of leader that you want. This day and age of the portal and things that happen in college hockey, Cam Wright is the shining beacon for the Denver Pioneers, and not to take anything away from anybody else, but imagine yourself coming in after 4 years at a university, coming to a new place, coming to a new city, and fitting right in and helping them contribute to a national championship. Storybook? Absolutely. Fairy tale? For sure. But realistic? Absolutely for sure. So our thanks to Cam Wright for joining me today and talking a little bit Pioneer hockey, more importantly, how he used his grad transfer portal to find success with the Denver Pioneers. We'll be right back.
Well, the hockey season's over, but this guy hasn't quit working. As you can see, he's still going at it. Cam Wright is with me. Cam, first of all, welcome in.
Thank you. Thanks for having me, Scott.
We've had multiple conversations. I saw you on the ice at the Frozen Four, and I was telling myself I gotta sit down and get in depth with you because you're a very unique story. So let's start right at the very beginning, and it's been told before, but just briefly tell us how you ended up at the University of Denver.
Yeah, well, obviously I spent 4 years at Bowling Green, and I felt like my time there was finished. I graduated at Bowling Green, so I decided to enter the transfer portal, and it took some time, took a few weeks, but eventually, having conversations with Denver and some Zoom calls and stuff, I felt like it was a great fit for me and decided to commit and come here.
When you look at the transfer portal right now, there's 250 plus names. We know there's roughly 63 teams in the NCAA right now, 28 guys on a team. Do the math. There's a lot of guys that aren't going to have the fortune that you had to be able to come to a program like this and then win a national championship. So tell us first off, how do you feel about that at this moment?
Yeah, obviously, I feel like it's somewhat of a different situation in that, we spent our 4 years at Bowling Green, so it was kind of a grad transfer situation. So, it's kind of a lucky, get an extra year somewhere, and that was the great thing about Denver is they were looking for a guy to come in, with some experience, and ended up working out great for me. And like you said, not many guys could get that opportunity to go win a national championship in 1 year with Denver.
You're very unique because the coaches told me that you were the first one here to start working out in the summertime and getting your fitness stuff done with the strength and conditioning coach. Then you fast forward to, almost 2 weeks ago now, and you finish it off with the last goal scored in a national championship for Denver. Fairy tale season?
Yeah, I would say so. Obviously, it was a long season, long summer, and, just tried to take it day by day, and I knew about the strength and conditioning coach here, Shazi, and how good he is, and about, how many pros are back here and how good it is to skate and work out here. So thought I'd come take advantage of that, and then, like you said, long season, but it ended up working out great for us, and we had a great year.
For those that don't know, you jumped in and you did whatever they asked of you, which is what coaches love, right? You worked with the young guys. You shared your experiences. You were never the funny guy, I was told, but you got the job done. Is that kind of Cam Wright in a nutshell? Is that your style?
Yeah, I think so for the most part, right? But especially, this year it's kind of like you're coming in as an older guy, but also you're coming in first year to a team that's already, got a lot of experience and got a lot of leaders. So and got some obviously established coaches. So it's kind of just about finding your way and like you said, just doing what they tell you. And again, I feel lucky that I had this opportunity. So it's kind of, I was playing with, what I'm trying to say, sorry. It was a lucky chance that I got it. So it's kind of just keep going and doing whatever they told me. And obviously it worked out for the best.
I don't want to take anything away from other teams that played in the Frozen Four, but when I saw the 4 teams that are going there, I said there's 2 teams that want to win a national championship. There's 2 teams that would like to win a national championship, but they also have bigger aspirations. They have guys that have pro contracts on the table and things like that. Did you guys feel like you and Minnesota State were really the 2 best college hockey teams when it came right down to it?
Yeah, obviously there's a lot of hype around University of Michigan, and that was our goal heading into the Frozen Four, was to beat them. But yeah, when it comes down to it, I think the best two teams in college played each other in the final, exactly, and obviously that was fun, and that's how it should be. And I think, like you said, it was two teams who really wanted to win, and luckily we were the ones that came out on top.
Let's walk it back towards the beginning of the season when you started coming together and you played a couple of games at home, and then you went on the road and you had some adversity. And then you came out of the adversity. Coach is well documented when he thought things started to change. But when did you think things started to change for the Denver Pioneers?
Yeah, I think obviously, like you said, we played 4 okay teams and beat them at the start of the season. But then we went out to Boston and then to North Dakota and kind of got our butts handed to us for a bit there. So I think, that week of practice, we kind of really, as a group, figured it out and kind of put it together. And then, we went on to sweep Western Michigan, which I think was a vital part of our season, and when we really believed that, we could have a chance here at the end of the year.
All right, let's take one quick break. Let's come right back and let's talk about the key to my story is Denver pushes all the right, pardon the pun, buttons to win a national championship. We'll be right back with Cam Wright.
Really, JR, you think you can still do this?
I'm focused.
You're way too old to hit that target from there.
I've been listening to everything you said. It's been running through my head, locked and loaded.
All right, still got it. Still got it.
Who's old now?
Welcome back in, hockey fans. I'm at the beautiful University of Denver Magnus Arena. I've got Cam Wright with me because, as I said in the open, Cam Wright is part of why the Pioneers pushed all the right buttons, if you pardon the pun, in getting a national championship, number 9, and a big one at that, but there's still one more to go. Cam, we talked a little bit about everything leading up to the tournament, but you guys changed your philosophy after the Frozen Face-Off. You adjusted your games to be hard to play against, to take opportunities. Even though you didn't get much time on the power play, you made the most of it, right?
Yeah, I think that's part of playoff hockey, right? Is you gotta be hard to play against. You gotta want it really bad, and you gotta take advantage of special teams and opportunities like that because they don't come around that often. And I think the Frozen Face-Off, we kind of got a little bit what we deserved in terms of Duluth beating us 1-0 or 2-0, I guess, on the empty net. But then we kind of, for that week, we really put together and figured out what kind of team we wanted to be and what we wanted to do. And we also had a lot of young guys who hadn't played in college hockey playoffs yet, so it was kind of like figuring it out and realizing, yes, we have a lot of skill, but we need to play the right way in order to win.
Coach Carl told me during the year, he said, I'm mixing up the lines a little bit. And I said, why would you do that when you're having success? And he said, well, come tournament time, I want everybody to feel comfortable playing with everybody. Did you see that in the lineup, and did you feel that you could play with anybody? I know you maybe didn't, but the other guys?
Yeah, absolutely. I think, we had 4 really good lines clicking every night, and I think that was what made us so special. Is it didn't matter if you're on the first line or the fourth line, you're getting an opportunity to play, and you're going to play with really good players, and it showed. And I think that's why we had such a good, easy time. Not easy, but we were fortunate in scoring a lot of goals every game because it was hard to stop all 4 lines, and all 4 lines could score.
So you come out of the Frozen Face-Off, you get the number 1 seed to play in Loveland right here in Colorado. You get through that. Take us through that week in Boston about when it really set in that, hey, we're playing in the Frozen Four and we're playing for a national championship, and then finally we won a national champion.
Yeah, I think it started right away, right when we kind of, practice started that next, when we started to leave, we left Tuesday for Boston, and, when we practiced that day, it really started to set in for us that we're here and we're here for a reason. It's a business trip, and I think that was a good part of our team is we enjoyed it and we enjoyed the moment, but we were also serious and knew what we had to do. And like you said, once we beat, we went into everything was against Michigan and beating Michigan, and once we did that, it was kind of like, okay, now we're playing in the national championship, and let's put everything on the line. And with these guys, it was a one and done, and guys were going to give everything they had. And thankfully, in the third period, we came through there and we won it all, like you said.
There's no panic in this team. Never has been. You guys could win from behind. You can win with a lead. You could protect the lead. You could win a close game. Did it feel that way in the championship game? You were down 1-0, and all of a sudden you felt like, hey, we're not out of this. We're just 1 goal away, and when we get that goal, the floodgates are going to open, or was that something unexpected?
No doubt. It was definitely, we believed in each other. We believed in the group, and we knew, like, scoring 5 goals in a period wasn't that uncommon for us. It was something we'd done before, and we knew once we got one and we just kept kicking and playing our game that we were going to keep going, and they weren't going to be able to stop us, for sure.
Okay, so you win the national championship. The party begins, right? You get to come back. You've been everywhere in the last week and a half. What's it been like to kind of be the hero of Denver?
Yeah, it's been good. We've been treated like gold here for sure from day one, and especially after winning the national championship. People have been really good to our team, and we've really appreciated it. And we knew that was the goal going into, is to win the national championship, because we knew how we'd be treated. So it's been awesome just enjoying each other's company and enjoying the city of Denver's company and the university, and it's been a blast. Surreal for sure.
Okay, so as it finally starts to wind down, it sets in now. Do you wake up in the morning and still go, hey, I'm a national champion, or is it like, you know what, time to move on?
Definitely for now, yeah. I think soon it'll be time to move on, but yeah, you still wake up and say, like, we did it, we're national champions.
So 2 things on moving on. What's Cam Wright going to do? What are you going to do from this point forward, moving on? And the second part of the question is, how good a shape have you left the Denver Pioneers in when you walk away?
Yeah, those are good questions. I'm obviously, my goal is to play pro hockey, so I've been trying to work that out and figure out if that's this year, if it's next year, or when that plan is. But yeah, that's my goal, is to play pro hockey in the future. And then Pioneers are in great shape. I think if you look at the guys coming back and how big of part of the team they were, I think that there's really a real chance of them going back to back, and I can't wait to watch, and I'll be super excited.
We know also that the Denver alumni is second to none, right? They came out in full force. What's it been like with them and interacting with them now? And I'm sure you'll be back this summer working out if you can. But what's it been like interacting with them, and how proud are they of your team?
Yeah, I think you nailed it right there. They're just so proud, and they're so happy for us. It's all 70 years of Denver hockey, and they're all out, like you said, in Boston. They've been around here in Denver. They've been reaching out to all of us, and they're just so proud of us and what we've accomplished this year, because they know how much it means to the program and how vital it is for this program to stay on top of the college hockey world.
No secret, number 10 is what everybody wants. They want to be the first 1 to 10. Was that mentioned a lot during the season, or did it not happen until towards the end?
No, I don't think it was mentioned a lot. I think our goal was on, the 2022 national championship, but I bet this year coming up, DC will be mentioned a lot, because I know that's definitely their goal.
Okay, so final one for you. Talking about the portal, if you had to give advice to somebody that was in your situation, a grad student, finished up somewhere, what would you tell them about the portal and how to approach it?
Yeah, my personal advice would be patient. It took 4 weeks from the minute I entered the portal until I committed to University of Denver, which, a lot of guys, they're in a rush to go somewhere because they think, teams are picking guys up, which it's not the case. They're doing their due diligence, they're doing their video, they're talking to other coaches, and they're trying to figure out what's the right fit for them. So my thing would be patient and just let it come, and trust that you play your game, and teams will want you for the way you play the game.
Final part of that would be, you played at Bowling Green. You spent 4 years of your life there. You played here. Would you change anything if you had the chance to go back right now?
No, of course not. No, I love my time at Bowling Green. I think I learned a lot about being a player. And then obviously coming to Denver here, it's been nothing but amazing. And to cap it off with a national championship is everything I could have dreamed of.
That's Cam Wright, folks. He couldn't have said it any better. Well done. I've appreciated our time together. I appreciate you giving me some time. Just to let you know, I do have the national championship hat now, so I'm ready, and I'm repping you guys. So, Cam Wright, part of Denver, pushes all the right buttons to win a national championship.
Sweet. All right, folks, hope you enjoyed my visit with Cam Wright as he told us a little bit more in depth about Denver Pioneer hockey and the road to win a national championship, number 9. As we stand here today and we say goodbye to Magnus Arena for, 4 months or whatever it is until the 2022-23 hockey season starts, I focus on the banner that says, "Welcome to 5280. The University of Denver, at 5,280 feet above sea level, has become the storiedest and maybe the best program in college hockey. They do it the right way. They work hard. They find ways to get the job done. And our thanks to everybody here at the University of Denver for all their time and efforts to give us the coverage that we wanted. Also, our thanks to Cam Wright for being the guy that stood up and told us the story of Pioneer hockey. We'll see you next season.